In this cyclic dance of time, where moments repeat and memories entwine, death lurks, not as an end, but as a perpetual beginning.
Hello, Joanna, my lovely sister.
Whatever it is, no.
But
No!
okay, but hypothetically, what if I told you that I may have done something kind of dumb, but with good intentions?
Oh God, oh no. What did you do, Mark?
Nothing major, just mildly compromised your travel plans.
Excuse me?
Okay, so you know how yesterday I was making myself that fruit milkshake?
Yes.
Yeah, well, the match was going on and I was a little distracted. And remember, that's when you asked me to keep your passport in the locker?
Yes.
Well, this morning I found a banana in the locker instead of the passport.
Wait. So that means you blended my passport into the shake? Did you drink it? You drank my passport? You drank it? Why did you could have died?
Look, will you just calm down, alright? I'm perfectly fine, okay? Nothing's happened. So let's just have a nice, peaceful evening and you can yell at me later.
Peaceful evening? I don't even know anyone at this party.
Yeah, but isn't this place classy? I mean, I never took Jules to be the artsy type, but you know, it's been a while since I last met her.
I hope she hasn't invited too many people.
Mm-hmm.
Mark, I really don't like you right now. So please don't leave my side. I'm really not in the mood to socialize today.
And that is why man invented rum. Not that I need any, of course, but you certainly do, because of how much of a buzzkill you can be.
I'm not a buzzkill.
Aw, I'm not a buzzkill.
I'm not a buzzkill.
Joanna, sometimes you just need to loosen up.
I am loose. Thank you very much.
You know, Joe, I am truly embarrassed to be related to you. You have the alcohol tolerance of a third grader at a juice party.
Oh, isn't that the age demographic of your girlfriend?
Isn't that a bit inappropriate?
Your mom is a bit inappropriate.
But that doesn't even make sense.
Your mom doesn't make any sense.
We have the same mother.
Oh. Whatever. I'm not kidding, Mark. You're going to be right here with me the entire time.
But Joanna, I mean, your husband is right here, and you're talking to me. You're my sister, and if people get the wrong idea, it would make the perfect motivation I needed to kill myself.
It's not my fault my husband is such a bore. He's given his phone more attention than he has to me this entire week.
Listen, Joe, if you're ever, like anxious or worried, or you just need someone to talk to, then please, do not come to me.
Wow, my least favorite brother.
I'm your only brother.
Alright. Behave, the other guests are coming.
Fine.
This is Jules' house, right?
Of course it is. Come in. I'm Mark, and this is my sister Joanna.
Hi, I'm Noel, and my mom's here as well.
Hi, Noel. Let me fix you 2 drinks from the bar.
Are you sure you can just pour drinks yourself? Shouldn't we wait for Jules to come?
Well, Noel, I thought I was being a real loser coming here with my sister. But then you came with your mom. And I just really thought you could use one.
No, thank you. I'll wait for the host and my mom. She's not allowed.
Well, go for me then.
It's not my fault her husband likes me better than her. The button of her pants is putting more effort than she is into her marriage. Oh, is this the party?
It is. And it just got so much better.
Did you just... whatever. I'm Kiara, this is my sister. I only brought her here because my dad told me to include her in things. Anyways, is Jules coming soon?
Wow. You really caught my eye.
Good. Close them. Behave. Oh wow. I didn't know Jules had money like that. But I guess money doesn't account for taste. What an interesting choice of guest. What kind of a person hosts a party with such a random group of people anyways?
Yes, I've been thinking that this entire time. We don't know each other. Why are we here? Where's Jules? It's been so long since we've come and she's still not shown up? In her own home? What if all of your criminals and I am just your scapegoat for tonight? I knew I should have bought my paper spray. Wait, what if this is one of those social experiments where they are looking at us from the one-sided window? Is it right there? How do I stop this? Where's the big red button?
Now that guy needs a drink.
Kiara, that's exactly what I said. We have so much in common. And this party is dead anyway. Let's just leave. Together.
You know, I really do hate your kind.
My kind?
Yeah, idiots. Hey, can you get this thing off me? Ugh, Mom, if you don't come sit back down right now.
Hello everybody. Sorry for the delay. Had to deal with an important matter. Thank you for coming. All of you. Noel, how you been feeling calmer lately?
This is as calm as it gets, but I'm doing all right. And this is my mom.
Oh, good to hear it, and how nice of you to bring your mother too. Mom, Joanna, it's been so long. How you been?
You know, Jules, I haven't been out of the house lately and some humans get on my nerves in general. But you've been so kind and you've made me feel so comfortable. Thank you for inviting us into your home.
Oh, Joanna, you're welcome to visit anytime you want. Looking very sharp, Mark.
Thank you. You know, Joanna said no to this outfit, and that's how I knew it was perfect.
Shame your husband couldn't make it.
Oh, no, he's right there, just busy on his phone, as usual.
Oh, how unfortunate. Kiara, looking lovely as always.
Why, thank you. You've got such a nice place here. I never noticed how nice you looked under today.
Thank you, Kiara.
I mean, brown isn't really your color, but now that I've seen your house, I think you look good in everything.
Apologies for my skin tone then.
Oh, my sister's here.
Oh, heard a lot about it from you. Well, you all must be wondering on what occasion we have gathered here today. I am leaving to Canada. So before I start packing to leave, I thought we'll keep this get together. I've shared many memories with you, good, bad, and ugly. So I thought I'll give each one of you a gift. They mean so much to me, and will mean even more so to you.
Thank you.
Oh, no need to thank me. Go on, open them up. Don't be shy. I'll leave you all to it for a bit. I'll go check on the appetizers in the meantime.
Joanna, I got the biggest gift. I knew I was her favorite. Huh? A suitcase? I mean, sure, I do need one. My last one got lost a while back.
I just got a spanner? Surely Jules means something by this. She's such a good woman and I know she means well for me. I have to ask her what this means when she's back.
At least you guys got something. I just got a box. An empty box. I was doing nothing to her.
Aww, look at you babies crying over your silly little gifts. Guess what I got? A pillow? Is this a subtle attack on my dark circles? Because that's just plain rude. Wait, I'll just find out my sister is quickly put on some concealer and rethink this friendship.
Okay, now that Kiara's gone, I'm going to tell you guys a little secret. I know I can be so very mysterious at times, but I have a huge crush on her.
Oh, really? We couldn't tell.
Look, I'm going to take this very suitcase and travel the world with her. You see, Jules is my wingman. She anticipated all my plans and gifted me this.
Then what about me? I was always nice to her. Never laid any plans. She would never forget me like this. Does she hate me? What did I do? Why did she go away all of a sudden? What is she doing that's so secretive and she can't let us know?
Can I stop you right there?
Yes? What do you have to say?
No, I have nothing to say. I just need you to stop talking.
How can you do that? Why do you always do this?
I'll just go check on them and I'll be right back, okay?
Well, Mom, I guess it's just you and me now. But to be honest, Ma does have a fair point about Kiara's beauty. Oh no! You think she hurt me? I mean, I didn't intend to call her hot. I mean, it's not that she's not hot. She's perfectly room temperature. What am I saying? Kiara, I did not mean that. You're the most perfect, average looking girl I've ever met.
Noel, was that you screaming?
No, I think it was Kiara.
Oh God, Mark, what did you do?
I was literally with you guys. But I get it.
Guys, I think this is serious.
It's Jules. She's dead.
Hi, you must be Mr. Miller. I'm your new partner, Joshua Daniel. Okay then, your last partner, Jeff, I know I never met him, but I'm sure he left some big shoes to fill.
Let's get one thing straight. You are never going to fill Jeff's shoes. Ever. Jeff was a good man. A brave partner. Fill Jeff's shoes? I don't even know if HR sent me a detective or one of Snow White's dwarves.
Huh? But I'm not that sure. Anyways, I'm really sorry if that came off wrong, sir. I'm sure Jeff was a great person. The best.
He will always be remembered as the best.
But I thought he didn't come in today because he was sick.
Yes, bedridden, in fact.
Oh my god, oh no! What happened?
Jack Daniels, mostly.
Well, so I was thinking that...
I don't give a rat's ass about your thoughts. Do you think Jeff woke up of thoughts? No, sir. Jeff was a no-nonsense person. You think you're Jeff?
Absolutely
You're
not.
goddamn right you're not. Jeff would have thought 20 days in the time it take you to climb up that chair of yours.
Huh? But I'm not short. You know what, sir? I think we got off on the wrong foot.
Not Jeff. Jeff always got off on the right foot every goddamn day of his goddamn life. That's more than what I can say for some Doraemon shaped agent.
But I'm not that short. Wait. Am I actually that short? Am I actually that short?
Yeah. Well, Daniel, did you at least study the project files?
I did.
Walk me through it then. That's not what I meant, idiot. I meant, give me your analysis.
Right. Sorry. Well, to me it looks like a common case of a murder at a dinner party.
Oh my god, that is such a cliche. I've seen way too many movies and plays about this back in my day.
Exactly. And I would think only an idiot could come up with such a storyline these days.
I think the bigger idiots must be the ones who decide to come and watch them.
Okay, shall we bring in the suspects then?
Yes.
Look, whatever happens now, we have to stick together, alright? We have to back each other up.
Greetings. And
Let me just get one thing clear. This had nothing to do with me. It was Kiara. It was all Kiara. Okay, yeah, I admit it. I was there, but I didn't do anything, and I'm not going to jail for something I didn't do. If somebody has to go to jail, it has to be Kiara.
Well, I think it's safe to say that we all just lost a bit of respect for you there, Noah.
Yeah, what did I do?
Exactly. What happened to backing each other up, huh? She was the one who told us about the court.
Okay, that's it. I've had enough. I'm the detective. This is my case. You guys do as I say.
Sir? I think we should be talking to them one-on-one.
Wow, Daniel. I think this is the first time your walnut-sized brain was able to think of something intelligent.
Why do you keep calling me?
Okay, I have decided we'll be speaking to each of you individually.
I'm not gonna lie, these dolls, they give me the creeps.
Okay, before we start, please introduce yourself.
Hello, detective. I'm Kiara.
Okay,
So you
so...
can call me Key.
Right.
But wait, only people I like can call me that.
Yes,
So you can call me that, but not you.
Why am I not getting to speak today?
Because sound takes longer to travel from your order.
That doesn't even make any
I
sense!
think you guys are missing out on a very important point.
What?
I don't know, there must be some important point you guys missed out on.
Okay, so, Mrs. James, is that right? We've been looking into the events of the dinner party last night, and since you were in the vicinity of the crime scene, we thought you could answer some questions for us.
Of course, detective, fire away. But just to make one thing clear, I am totally the victim here. I cannot believe that toilets get mark of a person who's even thinking of hitting on me, because this, ew. And to make another thing clear, I think Noah is just low-key jealous that I'm invited to this dinner the day after, with like the entire Marvel cast. I think he just wanted me to go to jail for this to prevent me from meeting Jason Momoa. Like, can you believe that?
Jason Momoa is from the DCEU, not Marvel. I would know. I'm a Marvel fan.
And that's why you're a virgin.
All right, ma'am. Could you please clarify your whereabouts at the time of the murder?
Girl, you know, you look a lot like this waiter at Rick's party last week. I swear the funniest thing happened. He thought that
We have reason to believe that you will be trying to deflect the seriousness of the situation. Could you please stay focused and answer our questions more truthfully?
Jeez, ask away, detectives. I'm an open book.
Good. Now let's start with the contents of the box you received from the host. Could you explain why you were given a pillow?
Sweetheart, I'm a fashion designer, not some assassin. If you're trying to imply that I murdered that woman, let alone with a pillow, I might need a drink to take all this absurdity seriously.
We're aware it may sound strange, but we're just trying to piece everything together, Miss James. Please bear with us.
Alright, but seriously, a pillow? The only times I use a pillow are when I'm having my beauty sleep or suppressing the urge to scream. Speaking of beauty sleep, couldn't you find a better room to interrogate me in? Rather than this creepy children's one? Like, I swear, half these dolls look like the descendants of Annabelle.
Okay, where we are doesn't matter right now. All we want is the truth from you.
And the truth is, I have absolutely no idea. Except that before I went into Jules' room to ask if she was implying anything about my dark circles with that pillow, I went to check in on my little sister, who ran into a room very similar to this creepy one, but I couldn't see very well.
Is that everything you know?
Seriously, you think people confess faster under terrible lighting?
You know, studies show that dim lighting encourages honesty from subjects.
You know, studies do show that your head is blocking half the light in this room. So shut up. I'm not even done mentioning my problems with this place. Like, seriously, what is that?
Okay, enough! Yes, the room is creepy, the lighting is bad, Daniel is dumb.
She didn't even say
But
that.
none of these facts are the point of this interrogation. Kiara, tell me, how did you know Jules was dead?
See, I was pretty sure brown wasn't her color, but hair it definitely wasn't.
We're just wasting time here. Let's move on to the next person.
Wow, I never held an interrogation overlooking a river before. It's quite nice out here. Frank, please tell us your name.
Mark Jacob.
Mark, let's cut to the chase. We know what happened. We just need to hear it from you.
Look, I get it. It sounds bad, but it was a mistake. And I was just as shocked as anyone when I realized what I had done.
Wait, you admitted it?
Oh, 100%.
And you're telling us it wasn't intentional?
Are you kidding? Who would do that on purpose? You'd have to be insane.
Did not deny insanity.
Hey, come on now, let's not get dramatic, alright? I was just trying to be helpful and I genuinely thought I was doing the right thing.
The right thing?
Yeah, I mean, what was I supposed to do, huh? It was already in the blender.
Blender? Okay, Mark, how about you take your story from the complete beginning?
Okay, so in the morning, I woke up.
Do you have to start the story from there, Mark?
Just let him talk.
Yeah, it's not going to make sense unless I tell you the whole thing.
So you have to add in the detail that you had woken up in the morning, just in case it wasn't clear.
Yeah, I mean, it's how I started my day.
That's how everybody starts their day!
Mark! How about you take a minute, think about what's the most important part of the story, and then leave the rest out.
Right. Well, yesterday I was making myself a milkshake and I accidentally blended my sister's passport into it.
Wait, that's it?
Oh no, there's more.
Yes?
I drank it too.
Mark, we are here to talk about Jules' death.
Oh, that makes sense. But I didn't do it.
Swimming isn't allowed in this river, but drowning should be, shouldn't it?
Look, fellas, I appreciate the concern, but let's be real here. Does this look like the face of a murderer?
Yes!
Screw you.
Okay, enough of this nonsense. Mark! Where were you when the murder occurred?
I was in the garage with my sister and her husband.
And why were you conversing with them in the garage?
He had an issue with the dress that she wore, and so they were arguing about that. And I went in to help sort things out.
Oh. What was her husband saying?
He felt that the dress was too revealing.
And then what did he do?
He was being aggressive with her. And so I had to go and calm them down.
Where was her husband standing in the room?
Near the shelves? I don't know, I'm so confused.
Why are you confused?
Why are you asking so many questions about it? And why is this interrogation happening by a riverside?
You know the reason, Mark.
No, I don't.
I think you know the reason very well, Mark. Think. Think very carefully.
Daniel! That's not how we do it here. Okay, let's just move on to the next person. Maybe they'll have answers for us.
Hey, Noel Stewart, is that right? Please, have a seat.
Okay, officers.
Noel, let's cut straight to the chase. Where and with whom were you at the time of the murder?
I was with my mom in Jules' living room. Actually, we're in the same room right now. I mean, you probably knew that. We were standing over there.
Do you care to elaborate on why your first instinct was to blame Kiara?
I'm just too young for prison, you see, and Kiara was the one who told us about the dead body, so I just
But
thought
did you
maybe-
have any hard proof?
No, but she was the only one in there, since the rest were in the garage, leaving me and my mom in the living room.
Is that right? So, Noel, do you want to talk about why you think you got an empty box as a gift?
I hate having to talk about people not liking me. I don't even do anything and still get treated like some extra fitting. The last piece of bread in the loaf that nobody ever wants. It's so humiliating receiving an empty present. Sometimes I don't understand why people don't like me, but I specifically ask them to like me.
I understand. Sometimes you may feel like the middle child. No matter how much you try, you never seem to be noticed.
This feels like an unpaid therapy session.
I genuinely could use one after the day I'm having.
Jeff would never whine about needing therapy.
You know, that river, it really did look quite...
Apologies to my partner. Seems like his childhood head injury signed back up.
I never had an injury.
Oh, you did? That certainly would explain your unusually large head.
He does have a large head. It's like I'm scaring that mega mind.
Can we please get back to the interrogation?
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Okay. Well, what were you and your mother doing at the time of the murder?
We were only left alone for a brief moment after Mark went to check in on Joanna. So we barely fit in a conversation until we heard Kiara scream.
Sir, we're running out of time. We need to move on to the last person before it happens.
True. Okay, Noel. I think we got everything we wanted from you. Thank you very much.
Thank God. For a moment, I thought my description about Kiara's appeal might slip out.
What?
No, nothing. Thank you, officers. Have a good rest of the day.
All right then, Mrs. Jacob. Joanna Jacob?
It's actually Mrs. Davis.
Right. My mistake. Mrs. Davis, we need to ask you some questions about the dinner party last night. We understand that you were given a spanner in a box. Is that correct?
I would like to state for the tape that I'm completely...
Wait. There's no tea.
And I am completely innocent, and so is my brother. We were together the whole time throughout the party, and no one can prove otherwise.
Okay, Joanna. No one is trying to blame you in any way, nor your brother. We just want to understand what happened. So could you please explain to us as to why you think you received a spanner from the post?
A spanner really is the weirdest gift, and
You seem to be thinking a lot. Care to tell us what you seem puzzled about?
I would like to speak to my lawyer.
All in due time, of course.
For the tape, the detective is refusing my right to legal representation.
Once again, there is no tape.
And I have an imaginary alibi.
Mrs. Davis, who do you say is your alibi?
Well, my husband, of course. He was with us. We both had a little tip in the living room before we decided to take it to the garage for a little privacy. Mark followed us into the garage to probably help sort things out. But something seems off. Firstly, what would I even use a spanner for? And secondly, this looks like it's already been used. There's all of the threads, scratches. Why would I be gifted an already used spanner? It's strange, it's not exactly symbolic.
Feels familiar?
I mean, sure, I've seen tools like this before in my old garage.
But that one looks quite worn out. Like it's been really used.
That's the thing, it feels like I've held this one before.
Take your time.
Why are we in this garage right now?
You tell me.
This place, that toolbox, that calendar, maybe that's not even today's date, that's real. No, it can't be. Oh my god!
What happened?
That toolbox. That's the tape recorder, right?
This is just impossible, sir. I give up. There goes our hopes with the last patient.
here. This one's different. Joanna, he just got you a patient. Didn't you have anything to say about it?
No. Maybe it was just a slip up. An accident, right? And accidents can be forgiven. It's no one's fault.
Yes, they can be forgiven, but sometimes we first need to accept that we've made those mistakes before we can forgive ourselves and move on. Right?
You know, you sound just like her. The one who told me I was safe, the one who told me I had to remember, even when it hurt. Those words, she said them in our last session. Jules, she was never just Jules. She was Dr. Jules, and she's not dead, is she?
No, she's not. But you might have just saved yourself. You might still be confused. Let me help you out. Joanna, this happened a long time ago, so I don't want you to be hard on yourself. Are you ready?
I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
That's enough for now. Your husband, he wasn't a good man. It was one fateful night in the garage. You were
Fixing up the car. With Mark and my husband. It was going all right until Mark made a mistake and my husband,
You're almost there, Joanna. Don't stop now. What did your husband do?
he lunged at Mark. Pushed him up against the wall. He was holding up a hammer to his head. You know Mark, he's not going to fight back, so I picked up the spanner and
Finish the story, Joanna. You'll be alright after this.
I picked up the spanner and I clobbered him in the head with it. Again and again and again. I watched the light drain out of those evil eyes. Mark was in disbelief. But at that moment, I felt free. For the first time in years, no one was controlling me, no one to hold me back from being myself. Mark and I worked like a well-oiled machine together. Cleaned the blood off the bottom of my foot and scrubbed the garage clean. Mark
interrogations, Kiara.
Where are the detectives? If you're alive, why are we being interrogated?
You'll have all your answers soon, Noel. But tell me this. Is your mother?
They were right here. We left them in the hall when we were interrogated.
It has to be you. Where are you giving them? You've been toying with us all night. I knew something was wrong from the moment I walked into this room. Where are they?
They're dead. They're all dead, Noel. You have to come to terms with this. Take a seat, please. Kiara, think. Why the pillow? When was the last time you clasped it in your hands? What were you doing?
My sister, she was always the favorite.
Take your breath, Kiara. Remember more than you're saying. Don't stop now. What did you do?
We were both just children back then. I hated her guts. I hated everything about her. They had to love me if I was the only one, right? She was sleeping right there, so peacefully. And I saw my chance. I don't know what came over me. I smothered her. Let her body slowly go limp. But at that moment, all I could think about was how much I would be loved being the only one.
Thank you, Kiara. Saying the truth out loud took a lot of courage. And in doing so, you've begun to break its hold. Take a seat, please. Noel. Look me in the eyes and tell me, Noel. You hold nothing in those hands. Those very hands. Let them speak to you. What have they done?
I was the disappointment, the mistake. I could never live up to her wishes, be the son she wanted.
Those very hands, Noel. What did they do?
I didn't touch her. I didn't hurt her. She was in the room, just her and me. She started coughing. Worse than usual. She reached for the drawer. The inhaler was there. Always there. And it just stood still. I don't know why. I think I wanted to help, but something in me locked. She looked at me. She looked right at me, but I still didn't move. When I did, it was too late. These hands, they didn't hurt her, but they didn't save her either.
You couldn't live with that memory, and neither could the others. Different times, different crimes. So we built one setting, one scene to bring them all back to the edge of reality. To save life, where guilt could sit at the table without being recognized.
Let's go. Let's go end this suffering. Come with me.
Joanna! What's happening in there, Joanna? Jules is back and all those vile details, is that true? I thought we were okay. We were happy, you and I. We had each other's backs. We went about our days in such peace. Why is this happening? And what do you have to fill me in on?
Say that again, Mark. Are you happy?
I'm happy if you are, Joanna. Then we're all right.
That's all I need to hear. Now, tell me, where do you think we are right now?
At the dinner party. It's
just about to begin. We're early, just needed some fresh air. Right?
Right. And Jules, I've heard she's got quite the collection of liquor too. I'll be cleaning that out for sure.
That's my brother right there. Just let me go get my husband before we enter.
Sure.
Oh, hi. How are you feeling?
Hi, you must be Kiara. What? Why are you so calm? I can't what? Live with yourself anymore? Be happy anymore? It's all right, Kiara. You do know there's a mistake. There's a dinner party happening in there.
But we're all sick. We're all murderers.
There's great food, great drinks, and great conversation at that doorstep right there. All you do have to do is choose. Come with me and my brother, and you're going to have a wonderful night. You two came alone? I'm sure you brought someone with you. Get them too, let's enter together. I cannot believe I showed up early to a party. That's all your fault.
This is Jules' house, right?
Yeah, come on, let's go.
We should get these reports to Jules ASAP. We're already late and it's all your fault.
But you're the one who prepared the reports. I'm so done with you being such a jerk.
A jerk? No, Daniel. I'm a mentor. A beacon of wisdom in the dark, foggy sea of your incompetence. Speaking of which, do you know who isn't incompetent? Jeff. Jeff! Hey, where is Jules?
Hi, we are still waiting for her to get the door.
What? Where is Jules?
Is that what you're gonna be wearing to the party?
Where is Jules?
Jeez, relax, man. I rang the bell. She hasn't opened, so we're just waiting until.
Promise me you won't leave my side.
Of course.
In the cyclic dance of time, where moments repeat and memories entwine, death lurks, not as an end, but as a perpetual beginning.